San Francisco.
Just the two of us. You and I, if they ever take a step, just the two of us. You and I. Oh, it's ginger time. It's ginger time.
Sorry, we were distracted backstage. We were distracted.
What was happening?
Right. I don't know. We were talking about gummy bears.
Okay, my daughter is in the green room, and she hasn't really ever come to a con with me since she was a baby. And I don't know what happened. I was signing, and somehow she ate 8 packages of gummy bears.
Jason Mans gave her.
Yeah, I didn't want to really out him, but yeah, he opened them all for her. No, they're not.
They weren't Stephen Norton's gummy bears, I hope.
There were no specialized gummy. They were Haribo, pure and pure. But yeah, I'm just like, what kind of person?
I have so many favorite moments. I don't know what to pick.
I just love how Jared made fun of me once about my hugs. And he's like, why are you hugging so wide? And I'm like, I'm a respectful hugger. I feel the pelvic region doesn't need to encounter other pelvises.
Like this?
Yeah, and then he cuts me like this, hey, Fee. And I'm like, no, that's just mocking my respectful border.
Your pelvis distance.
Pelvis distance, a respectful pelvis distance. That's what I was trying. And so he always does that to me. I don't know if he'll remember it now because, you know.
The opposite happened for me in a convention early on, I have to say, where Jared came and gave me a hug, which was so sweet. He gave me a hug in front of everyone and collapsed his entire body weight onto me. And we ended up on the floor because I'm 5'2" and I weigh half of what he weighs.
And he's like a Diplodocus.
He's a T-Rex.
He's a T-Rex, yeah.
With longer arms.
I was going to say, I think his arm proportion is pretty
Yeah,
good.
it's pretty good.
He's carried me like 7 times on screen.
And as for Jensen,
I did a scene where I had to throw a shot back, and I had to steal his shot. I played Dark Charlie, and it was in a script that I had to throw a shot back, but I had never done a shot. I actually still have never done a shot. And so when I was off camera, actually, and I reach over, and this is close up, and I go, and I'm not kidding, I threw water all over my face. I just didn't know how to coordinate the throw and the swallow and the mouth. It was so much. And then he just kept going on the scene. And he didn't react at all except for just like a... And then it was cut. He's like, what the... What's that? But
he's unflappable.
He was unflappable. Yes,
Unflappable.
it was very impressive. He's in its own.
I'm going to tell slightly different stories, not really what you asked, but there was a scene, you know, where I'm like, here's to evil skanks. Now, for all that, you know, we hear that she has these escapades with other people. I never overtly played her sexually. I don't think I needed to lean into that. I think it's a cheap choice, and I never did that. And there was a point where somebody suggested, it's so embarrassing, I don't think I could have done it, where I was going to get bent back over the pool table.
What?
And I was just like, sometimes you don't have to say anything. Sometimes your body language just goes, and you're like, like, France? And Jensen saw it out the corner of his eye, read my body language, and he was like, he said, I can just talk to her at the bar and hold the knife to her neck, and Ruth can give that vibe. And I was like, thank you.
He is quite the gentleman, both of them. Unless you're Misha, and then you get a wedgie.
Yeah, any parts physically assaults you.
Exactly. There's no gentlemanly behavior when it comes to this. And I really did love being that sort of like third wheel to the guys. In a good way. Like a bubbly third wheel. Like I felt like there are 2 guys who have a lot of torment. And I really liked supporting and completing like a unit, like a supportive unit with them. That was really fun. and felt satisfying. Like, I really like helping other people. I like propping other people up. I don't want to be the center of attention. I really like just showing up for people, and I think that Charlie was able to do that for the guys in a really cool way, and that was really fulfilling. That part of the job was really fulfilling, and it kind of mirrored belonging on set as well, you know, because the experience of being on set was very much familial. Like, it felt like people who had been working for a long time together, just supporting each other. And so I think it just really shows on screen that vibe. It was very authentic. It felt real and wonderful.
That's why you had such longevity within the show that didn't have a lot of longevity for women. You really have had that.
Oh, thank you. You too.
And well, from the audition sides, I love Bob Burns wrote my audition sides. I can still remember some of the lines. It was like a mock script, you know, and like I loved it. And I think that's partly why you get the job. Like, it's a marriage of energy, you know, and then just, it was such a sweet spot for me. Here's this show, an American TV show, where I'm allowed to do my own accent, but it's larger than life, because I was a theatre person. I had done a lot more theatre, but here's this show where you can kind of go balls to the wall. And Jensen always said this, like, he's like, it's got comedy, it's got horror, it's got pathos.
It's got everything in it. Nobody else gets away with that, and nobody else does it well. And, you know, it's just Supernatural is so special.
There was nothing I didn't adore about it, you know? There's maybe like 2 things in the script that I maybe was like, oh, I don't know, like once, you know what I mean? Like,
yeah,
maybe a couple of things.
But it's weird because an actor, you're like auditioning all the time if you're really like out there, and you're reading and you're just trying to make yourself right for.
Ladies and gentlemen, there we go! Felicity Andrews Show! You are welcome as we delight you with the revelry that is Alex Calvert! Dude!
Rich, they got you working the keys now?
Al Cal!
Wow!
Yeah, dude, I was just sitting on it, just living in it, just doing it. What do we got going on in the left scene? Yeah! Play it out, play it out. Got a song going, yeah! Hold the seat, drum, hold the seat, hold the seat. Hit record, being read right now. With Al Cal. Here we are doing it right now.
Just because I've been playing it recently, I'm gonna go with Aqua. I think Aqua's in there.
Taylor Swift.
Nah. No, I don't think Jack's a Swiftie. I don't know. I think he had a lot of downtime, so maybe you get like an emo band in there too, you know? Maybe you could get some System of a Down in there. Do you have any ideas? I don't know about a top 5.
Ozzy.
I think because he tries to emanate Dean a couple times, he would try to slip in some classic rock, like AC/DC.
Be like, yeah, AC Zeppelin, something like that.
Yeah, I'm sorry.
That's what I mean. It's hard to choose from, really. Well, let's just say they all weren't my favorite. Yeah, no, I guess being dogpiled, not my favorite. Looking at a screen full of penises that Jared had presented to me, not my favorite. Trying to keep my shit together while I'm dying, and then Jared decides that he's going to be the next best stand-up comedian in Vancouver, British Columbia. So that was also a tough one. Also because the director was like, hey, Alex, cut it out. I'm like, hello, talk to the fucking tall guy. I'm busy over here dying, so yeah.
You know that he created a bunch of new worlds.
I'm sorry, what?
When Chuck was God, he created a bunch of different worlds, and like there were just even small changes that he made to certain worlds. If Jack was to create new worlds, what type of worlds would they be?
Jack would send himself to Hogwarts. Or more specifically, Jack would send me to Hogwarts. I'm just going to be really selfish about this. Maybe he makes a world where I can do incredibly risky things with no result of injuries. For all of us. No, I don't know. I'm not a, you know, I'm not God. I don't know shit. What would be a fun world?
Legos.
Lego, yeah, I mean, go to Denmark. If you could build a world, what would that look like for you?
I would create a world where you could buy just the marshmallows from Lucky Charms.
That's a very specific world. Now, wars, I'm sure, eradicated after we can only buy marshmallows, right? They go, we should kill each other, and they're like, you tried these?
Oh my god, my phone sucks.
Thank you.
No, they're not. But yeah, that's very specific. Amazon, Etsy, what do you think?
Amazon, they're on Amazon.
Amazon, make your dreams come true. This ad support by Jeff Bezos. You're always relating to your characters in different ways, and I think just there's little parts of you that you're kind of just like turning up a lot more. I guess some of the being naive, I definitely could relate to. I'm the person that says if someone says we should get lunch, I believe them. You know? I know it's sad, right? No, we should get lunch, and I go, holy shit, maybe we should. So definitely that, and I don't know. My favorite part of Jack was that he was just like relentlessly positive about the people in his life, and that he always was trying to be helpful and trying to give people a second chance, and he was always trying to just do his best, despite the fact that he was in way over his head. So definitely parts of that I related to, and that I just wanted to take away from the character as well. If I could take away anything from Jack, it would be that, like, you know, people aren't so bad, people are worth saving, seeing the good in people, even when it's hard, you know? Yeah. So,
Hey, listen, don't be a stranger. We miss having you, man.
Yeah.
Great to see everybody that's out there. And all the surrounding counties.
Millbrae too.
In Millbrae, we don't forget the good people of Millbrae, the city that smells like chocolate. Ladies and gentlemen, that's Jared Padalecki, and that is Jensen Ilko.
All right. We're ready, and we're ready. Oh wait, we're ready. Oh yeah, no. He's going God mode. I'll give you a rim shot if I could. All right, ladies and gentlemen, Rob Benedict. How was y'all's night? How was y'all's day?
So we obviously know that you're a good singer, and I would like to know if you would ever consider doing a musical, and if you would ever tour with Radio Comedy.
I've done a musical in high school. West Side Story. We'll see now. Which one? Burton.
Hey, my name's Matt, and I had thought a lot about what I wanted to ask you guys. I had a really mind-blowing question, but I was like, I'm not gonna get picked. And I got picked. And completely forgot the question.
I think I know what your question was. What do you call somebody with no arms and no legs underneath the couch? Matt. Come fucking on, man. I'm gonna keep trying.
But I guess my backup question was, after the Matt question, and after the mind-blowing question, this is my first time at a Supernatural convention. Thank you very much. It's pretty wild. And so I was just wondering, what is like the wildest thing you guys experienced, either from like, you know, with the fans, or something someone's brought you or told you, or something like with each other?
Welcome, Matt.
Thank you.
Any other, because you have... That was on purpose and better than I realized. I have a really quick... that was the most begrudging rim shot of all time. Anybody else first time in here? You're my family, brother. I will tell a story this year. I've told this story before, but since it's your first time. So I'm flying to France later today, I think. We'll see. But last time I was in France, well, I was in Lyon, and my wife and I and our kids and some buddies of ours who live in Carmel and will work with a close friend of ours who's here. There she is. Anyways, we were all in Lyon to watch the Women's World Cup final, and they were all leaving, and the hotel we were staying at was, so this was not a convention. The hotel we were staying at, it was like a view outside, and you have this beautiful, like several 100-year-old town that was finished hundreds of years before America was started. And my buddy Josh and I are hanging out, and his wife and my wife come running to us, and they're like, "There's a fight outside. This guy is about to beat this girl up." And we're like, "What? Like, we're in France. Like, don't they all just hug and kiss and eat cheese?" I'm very stupid. And so we're like, "Well, we better go run out there. It's France. Like, there's probably no weapons, you know, so that's good. I'm gonna get shot or stabbed or something." So we run out, and my buddy Josh goes up to the girl and just kind of like gets there, and they're just yelling very passionately. It kind of sounds sexy. It's like, "Oh, au revoir, merci, déjà vu, je ne sais quoi." And so I stand in front of the guy, and if you can imagine,
You're gonna do great over there.
I'm gonna study.
They're gonna beat you up now.
I'm gonna study the flight. You can imagine the guys like standing here, the girl standing here. My buddy Josh, kind of just stands there, not pushing her, just stands there. And I go up to the guy, and he is aware of my presence, but he never looks at me in the face. So they keep on doing that, you know, déjà vu, je ne sais quoi. Sacre bleu, I think it's I'm not gonna carry on with that. But, so finally, they have their lover spat, and she storms off down the road, and I've kind of got the guy still, and he has some buddies around him, and he doesn't speak English, I assume, and I don't speak French.
I don't know, Brian.
It's
close. Close.
oh, but yeah.
Yeah. Una poquito.
Oh,
Not French.
that's
It's Italian, but they're close. And so finally, he finally kind of deflates, and the girl has walked presumably home. It's like noon, and he looks. I'm kind of giving like the "You good, man?" Like I don't know how to communicate this, but you good? And he kind of is just like, and then he looks up and goes, "Sobrenatural." And I'm like, I don't know how, I didn't know yet that like if he was gonna push me, try to fight me or something. So I kind of look at him like, what? We, yes, you know. But, and so he's like, boom. Good, boom. It's like B-O-N, it's French for good.
Oh, I know what it is.
Yeah. That's what he was calling. And so he kind of gives me like, he keeps looking at me, he's like, you know, all is bone. He didn't say all is because that's English. He starts to walk away. His buddies are kind of like, you know, I think he and his girlfriend just broke up. So he walks away a few steps and turns around and goes, "Merci, c'est Winchester."
Said, I've got a question that's mind blowing. It was so.
What was the mind-blowing question?
Well, get to that. But I studied myself. Actually, that was funny.
There were quite a few. We've often said that there could be like a 6-hour cut together, video of gag reels per season. We would have enough for the whole season for a gag reel after like 2 episodes.
I think in the beginning it must have been because we started shooting on film when Supernatural started in 2005. We were shooting on film, and so they'd have to print the film, they'd have to send it off to get developed, they'd have to then send it down to LA. In later seasons, we were shooting digital, and so it was on a memory card. And so to save gags on a memory card is much easier and less expensive and time-consuming than sending an extra bucket of actual film to get processed. And so that's why that's one of the reasons they became longer. Here's another funny thing, is that if you're on set and they call action and they start rolling the camera, whether it be on digital or on film, and then something goes sideways and it becomes a gag of some sort they call cut, unless the director says print it, meaning save it, essentially, it does not it's lost forever. Sometimes directors, because they don't want to seem like they don't
have no control of the set.
Yes. Just won't print it. You know, because they don't want to send down 30 minutes of us horsing around, even if we come in under budget and under time and all that, because it makes it seem like you let Jared Jensen just fool around, you know. So I think sometimes, because we didn't get to, you know, we weren't producers technically on Supernatural, so we didn't go like, no, print it. And so I think we lost a lot because of that. But
there was a lot of trying to get each other to break out of character, to laugh or something while camera's rolling, and it was a game that, you know, he and I did quite often, and Misha would join, and, you know, a lot of the other actors, and it was so fun that a lot of the crew started joining in on this thing. And so there were some times when the crew would be doing something, and they obviously would not print that because crew might get in more trouble than he and I. But there was one time, I may have told the story, where I was going to, Dean was on the case, and was going to investigate.
Tell me more.
And I go to this house, and the owner of the house is like, yeah, it's, you know, the problems in the basement. And they will show me the basement. So it opens the door to the basement. There's stairs that go down. And there's a shot of us, like, from down the basement of the door opening and the two of us, like, you know, standing in the doorway. And then I head down the stairs. Well, when we opened the door, our camera operator, our focus puller, and our camera assistant were all down there getting that shot, holding the camera, but had no clothes on. They were down to their underwear, and our operator,
Not woo.
there happened to be like sex toys in the basement. I'm pretty sure there was set deck. Like I was going down, like oh, they adorned on themselves. So I opened the door, and I just like, wow. And what made me crack was not that they were doing that, because I'm used to them trying to, you know, pulling this stuff. The poor guest star had no idea, and he didn't break. He was like, "Here's the basement." That's all I'm saying. And he just turned and walked away, and I was like, give that man an Emmy right now. That was spectacular. You guys like that?
You're fucking sick, you realize that? So who wants to ask the first question?
I know you told your friend you're not okay, and tell me what's wrong and why you never said you felt that way. And guess you're trying to stay strong and fake a smile until I look away. But I've known you too long, it hurts to watch your blue eyes fade to gray as you fade away, as you fade away.
Yeah, I'm about to fade away, cause every time I wake up I feel like it's Monday. Something's going wrong with all the chemicals up in my brain. All of a sudden I don't look at anything the same way. Got a buildup of my thoughts sitting in an ashtray. I'm sorry that I'm so inconvenient, okay. Just let me be me and I'll stay out of your way. I can see the way you look at me, I'm such a disgrace. I never really asked to be brought into this place. You wanna love me? Well then baby I have a taste. All the highs and the lows, no you'll never be the same. I don't really wanna hurt you, but I can't control the pain. If you're sticking by my side, maybe we could be okay. Okay, maybe you could be the change I need today. I promise that I've never felt this way. I really hope that you will choose to stay through all the pain.
I know you told your friend you're not okay, and tell me what's wrong and why you never said you felt that way. And guess you're trying to stay strong and fake a smile until I look away. But I've known you too long, it hurts to watch your blue eyes fade to gray as you fade away, as you fade away, as you fade away. As you fade away. fade away. Is you there?
I just wanted to close out this vlog really quick because this video is already going to be insanely long. It's actually a couple weeks after the con, but I just wanted to talk about it and talk about the things that I got real quick. Overall, this was probably my best con experience ever. It was amazing. I loved all the guests. They were all amazing. The con was very organized. I loved being on site, like being the con taking place in the hotel, just the convenience of that and everything. I will say I wish there was a larger vendor hall. It was probably my only thing, because I feel like there's plenty of more things that they could have done, but also it did allow more time to focus on like panels and everything, which I enjoyed. So I did still get a couple things from the vendors hall. I got a shirt and a hoodie, which I will insert clips so you can see them, and then I got some stickers, which I don't know where I put those right now, but I got some, just like a pack of stickers. The official creation merch was kind of meh, but the stuff that people brought was cool. And then I did get these two books. I have read this one, I think, a long time ago, but there's also so it's Family Don't End with Blood and There'll Be Peace When You Are Done. And they're just like a collection of essays from fans, from some of the actors, about how Supernatural has changed their lives, because this is something that's gone on for so long. I mean, so many people have had so many amazing experiences with it. So I look forward to reading those when I have a chance. But yeah, overall, this was just one of the most amazing con experiences ever, and I'm so glad that I went. And I always was like, this is like a once in a lifetime opportunity, and now I think I'm gonna have to go again. So anyways, I hope you enjoyed, and I will see you guys next time. Bye.